Hey guys, it's Allie, senior artist for Sephora Hollywood and Highland, and today I'm going to show you a look inspired by my favorite time of year, spring and summer. I just love basking in the sun and enjoy the summer heat, and that's really what inspired my color palette today. And if you've seen any of my other videos, you know I'm not afraid to rock color, and I love inspiring others to do the same. So if this look inspires you, stay tuned. So I'm actually going to start by prepping my lips today with Dior ADDICT Lip Sugar Scrub. I always love to prep my lips before I start my makeup so that all that hydration can really melt into the lip before I get to my lipstick application. Plus it gives a slight pink hint, which is going to mimic the color I use later on, so I can make sure this look remains balanced. So now let's get started on the eyes. We're starting with Too Faced Shadow Insurance Eyeshadow Primer, and I chose this primer because of its creamy hydrated consistency. It has vitamin E in it, so it keeps it really smooth and hydrated. I find it best to use your fingers to apply your eyeshadow primer so you can make sure you get a nice even layer all over anywhere you might be putting your eyeshadow. I am going to be building some shadow underneath my eyes, so I'm carrying a little bit down below on my lower lash line. Next up is Makeup Forever Aqua XL Color Paint Shadow in the shade M40, this beautiful yellow color. I know yellow is really trending, and it definitely reminds me of spring and summer and sunshine, so I wanted to use this as the base of my look. You'll notice that I'm working one eye at a time, and the reason is this product sets super quickly. It really helps me stay in control of the product and make sure that it stays creamy as long as I need it to. So I'm saturating my eyelid, and I want it to be pretty opaque, and then I'm going to softly fade it with my finger as I work my way up towards the hollow of my eye. So I want to blow out the edge of this eyeshadow towards my brow bone. So I'm taking my Sephora Pro Collection brush number 27, and I'm using it clean to stretch and blend that eye pigment. And now I'm just going to duplicate those same steps on the other eye, again, really working one eye at a time to ensure this look lasts all day and stays really pretty and allows me to blend powders over the top. So a generous amount of Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and then we'll top it with that Aqua XL Color Paint Shadow. Now I chose to do a yellow. Yellow's really trending right now, so again, you could easily just rock this look as you see it, but we're going to give it more of a sun-inspired look by building some other color over top, but I wanted to ensure it stayed bright and sunny, so that's why I'm using a yellow base today. Okay, it's time for Sephora Collection Sephora Pro Editorial Palette. Today, I'm using the color Tangerine to really enhance the sunshine summer-inspired eye. So the Sephora Pro palette is pure pressed pigment. So what you'll notice is I'm using a really small brush. This is Sephora Collection Pro Brush number 15, and I'm using pressing motions. So when you're working with pure pigments and really high quality shadows, it's most ideal to use small, flat placement brushes to build your saturation. So I'm switching to drawing brush number 42 from Sephora Collection Pro Brushes. This has quickly become one of my favorite brushes to work with. This is ideal for really building saturation, but also soft blending in the crease. So you'll notice I'm using more directional blending movements because this brush tapers to a really fine point. So it really works with your eye shape, and it allows me to get a little bit of like a soft wing. You can see I'm just kind of working with my brow bone to flare it out and give it a little bit more of a lifted effect for my eye shape because my eyes are ever so slightly downturned. With this brush, I am putting a little bit of that tangerine pigment on it. However, when you work with this brush, you'll notice that it's almost a combination of a flat and a fluffy brush. So it's a little more forgiving and multitasking. And again, it's clean. There's no product on it. I'm basically just pulling and stretching from the top edge of that pigment closer to my brow bone and out towards my temple. Again, I'm really just working on creating the shape that I think would best suit my eyes. All right, so now I'm using my absolute favorite brush from Sephora Collection, brush number 18. This is a really small, precise brush, so it's ideal for working with these high dense pigments in this palette, but it's also great for the lower lash line as you see me using it here. So again, I'm still just working with the color Tangerine, and I'm using more the tip of the bristles to line my under eye and connect it to that flared out, lifted shadow placement on the upper lash line. And just duplicating those same steps on the other eye. I'm pulling from the outside in because I do want the color slightly more concentrated on the outer edge of my eye to keep my eyes really open and bright-eyed. And then I'm just going to do any final blending again, switching back to Sephora Collection brush number 38, clean brush, just to make sure my edges are soft and well blended and the shape is exactly where I want it and symmetrical on both eyes. All right, so shadow looks good. I'm going to move on to eyeliner. This is Sephora Collection Contour Eye Pencil 12-Hour Wear Waterproof in Tiramisu. And again, I don't want to take away from this beautiful, vibrant orange, sun-inspired eye, so I'm just using this pencil to tightline. I opted for more of a warm brown to keep going with this eye-enhancing color palette. Rich warm browns are really great to pair with these orange colors, but also to enhance blue eyes. So I'm really just using the tip of this pencil and wiggling it in between the root of my lashes. You can see one eye looks much more defined and a little bit larger after I've tightlined it. So it's such a subtle application technique, but it makes a really big impact on your makeup. Tightlining can sometimes be difficult on yourself, so I basically just lean back, as you can see, press the pencil up and gently wiggle. That's another reason why I chose this eyeliner specifically. It's very soft to the touch, so it's not irritating to my sensitive eyes at all, and I'm able to tightline a lot more easily. So I'm just taking Sephora Collection brush number 84. It's an angled brush, often used for the lip, but I love using it for eyeliner. I actually don't have any product on it. I just wanted to make sure that my eyeliner looked soft and defined and didn't take away from the orange. So I'm just smoothing out any harsh edges along my lash line. So like I said earlier, I want my eyes to appear really big and bright. So next up is Sephora Collection Long Lasting Kohl Pencil in Infinite Beige. This is the perfect color for brightening the inner waterline, that inner rim on the lower lashes, to keep my eyes looking bright and open and kind of doe-eyed. Plus, this pencil is extremely long-lasting. A lot of times for me, it's hard to find an eyeliner that will stay put in the waterline, but this one definitely does. Sometimes when I use a lighter, brighter color in my waterline, I lose a little bit of saturation in my shadow on the lower lash line. So I'm just going back and perfecting with a little more tangerine on my Sephora Collection brush number 84. Now we're ready for mascara. This is Too Faced Better Than Sex Waterproof Mascara. I love Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara in the original formula or waterproof because it gives me so much volume, but my lashes don't look clumpy. When working with such vibrant colors on the eyes, mascara really helps to pull the look together. I'm not one to wear false lashes very often, but I think that false lashes would be a great addition to this look if you like to rock them. I also want to make sure this look is complete and my eyes look really big and bright, so I'm going to add mascara to the lower lashes as well. Now that my eye look is complete, I'm going to go into a little bit of concealer to brighten. This is Milk Makeup Flex Concealer in Fair. So I'm just applying a small amount of this in the inner corners towards the tear duct to give a little extra brightening and just refine the bottom lash line. I didn't get a lot of fallout because of my brush technique, so I'm not using this concealer to clean up. I'm just using it to boost that contrast and make sure my eyes look really bright and lifted and all the attention is on this eye look. I'm just working it in with my beauty blender to make sure there's no texture. Now I'm feeling very bright and radiant. So now it's time for the lip. I'm just going to blot off any extra moisture that's still remaining from that Dior Sugar Lip Scrub. Then I'm going to go into a lip liner from Kat Von D. This is Kat Von D Everlasting Lip Liner in the color Muse. So I love this lip liner formula so much. It's really creamy and smooth, but still long lasting. So I'm able to create any shape that I want on my lip. I can add a little bit of fullness and know that I'm going to be able to get my lips symmetrical. I also am filling my lip in entirely with this and just kind of working it into my lip with my finger. This will help to promote long wear and longevity of my lip color that I place over top of it. Now I'm topping that lip liner with Anastasia Beverly Hills Matte Lipstick in Soft Pink. Ooh, what a pretty color. I really love the way this color contrasts with that warm yellow-orange eye that we did. I really wanted to keep this look very playful and fresh because when I think of the spring and summer months, it just makes me feel like a kid again, puts a little extra pep in my step. And so I wanted to keep that fresh, youthful, fun feeling with my color palette. These lipsticks are really matte, and I chose to keep my eye and my lip matte because I always do such a dewy, glowy skin, so that textural contrast will actually help make my colors pop more too. And to pull the look together, I'm going in with Natasha Denona Blush Duo in shade number 14 with Sephora Collection brush number 93. Although I already have a bit of blush on, I often will finish off with a little more blush to pull the look together. I think it really helps to have a touch of color on before you go into the eye and the lip, but oftentimes you need to add a little more color to ensure the look is harmonious. This shade has the perfect amount of warmth to bring in the pink of the lip, but still have it balance with that orange eye. The other shade in this palette is actually more of a blending, diffusing shade. So you'll notice I softly use that around the edges of the blush color, and it just gives it that airbrush look, so everything's very soft and blended. And lastly, setting spray. This is Urban Decay All-Nighter Pollution Protection Makeup Setting Spray Environmental Defense. It's spring, it's summer, I know me, I'm going to be spending a lot of time outdoors. So not only do I want my makeup to last all day long, I also want to be protected from any pollution out in the environment. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed watching how I achieved this look. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them below. And don't forget to subscribe to Sephora's YouTube channel for more videos. If you want to keep up with me and my artistry, you can follow me at ADDICT.artistry. See you soon.